Welcome to Echo Student Ministries Live. We are so glad that you are here. This is normal now. This is how we live our life by doing this.
This is normal.
It only took 3 weeks.
Is this normal?
3 weeks.
Just like that, it's normal. Okay.
And now
all
this
right.
is
I didn't
what
know
we
this.
do.
I'm excited to know that this is normal.
Oh my goodness. We hope that you guys have had a great week. You know what else is normal is that Cameron's not around.
We don't know where he is.
Where is Cameron gone? There you are. Cameron.
You knew I was going to do that.
You're
didn't you?
taller than us now.
And better looking.
Oh man.
Oh,
We knew that already. We knew that already.
I am also here, and it's good to see you.
Doing good, good seeing you, Cameron. How you doing, man?
I'm in the center of the screen now.
Yeah.
You are. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
See you later, Cameron.
We'll see you, man. We got some. We want to hang out with you guys because we've been missing you. I don't know how you guys have been doing. You've probably been missing seeing your friends, missing seeing us. We would prefer you were here right now in the building.
We have mentioned it several times tonight since we've kind of been preparing for tonight that we wish y'all were here
Oh
with
my
us.
goodness! Yes, we miss your faces. So we want to give you an opportunity to see our faces.
We want to see your face.
But more importantly, we want to see your face.
Right.
Let's do lunch. All right, that's what we want to do. We want to have some lunch with you guys. We would prefer to have lunch with you in person.
That's true.
But we
That's
can't.
true.
We
But
can't
we're not
right
allowed
now.
to.
We're not
Yeah.
allowed to right now. So in lieu of that, we are going to be hosting some Zoom lunches. All right. So you bring your lunch, we bring our lunch, and then we eat them while on a Zoom call.
We just sit there and eat lunch. It'd be great.
Yeah. Tim, you're gonna be doing yours here pretty quick, right?
Yes, tomorrow is the big day. So let's do lunch tomorrow, 410 High School. I want to see you tomorrow. Lunch, noon, Zoom call. Text me, DM the Echo students. You can DM my Instagram, that's fine. Email me, you can call me, any of those things.
Can they send you a carrier pigeon?
Let's not do the carrier pigeon. The more I think about it, the more I want to take like a pause, like a timeout on the carrier pigeon just because they've been known to carry diseases.
It is a carrier pigeon.
It's a carrier pigeon. So, maybe if the carrier pigeon's delivering food, I'm fine with it. But let me know if you want in. I will send you the Zoom information tomorrow noon. That's Thursday the 2nd, noon.
So 410 High School
410 High School tomorrow
at noon.
You got it.
410 Middle School Friday at noon. Same deal. Bring your lunch. You can bring whatever you want. It can be the smelliest lunch you've ever had because I won't be able to smell it. That's fine. You just eat.
I'm
what
getting
you want.
tuna.
You're getting tuna?
I'm getting tuna.
This is one of those times where it's socially acceptable to eat fish around other
Tuna
people.
with onions and garlic.
Well, okay, you can eat whatever you want, but same deal for me. Email me, text me, reach out through social media. We want to get you the Zoom call so that we can have lunch with you. And then, Cameron, are you doing lunch anywhere?
I'm still here.
Oh, hey, okay.
I would also like to do lunch. If you guys want to have lunch with me, you can't. But you can through Zoom. I would
Right.
like to have lunch with you virtually, just like these guys. And the same rules apply. Get in touch with me, DM, not carrier pigeon, please. You could write me a letter.
Could they?
I'm not sure if I would get the letter before.
I want you to write them a letter with
With
the
the link?
Zoom
I'm
information.
not sure
Yes.
I can write that many letters.
Text
in
Cameron and
order.
ask him to write you a letter.
No. Text him his address, ask him his address.
And then
Reply in an
it's-
email.
Or reply in real.
That way you'll just
No,
have
don't
his
do any of those
address
things.
because you
Don't
never
do
know.
any of
You
those
might need
things.
his address.
What you need to do is reach out to me digitally so I
Okay.
can get it in time. Let me know you want to be on that call, and I'll see you on Tuesday at noon. Bring whatever lunch you want, or don't bring a lunch. I don't care. I just want to see your face.
There
Can
you
I
go.
drink coffee?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, and just to let you know, anything that we're doing, we want you to be connected. We want you to be around. Check out waysidechapel.org/echo-online. That's where our Sunday talks are. That's where this is, a link that you can find to our YouTube Live experience. We want to make sure that you're connected there. But before we move on, Tim, I'd like to have lunch with you right now.
It's like 7 o'clock.
Well, this is a game called Quarantine Lunch, so that's what we're going to be having.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so here's what we're going to do.
He brought a bag.
I brought a bag. This is all stuff from my pantry. I kind of raided our pantry, saw what we had. Students, you are about to decide what Tim and I are about to eat for lunch or dinner or whatever. So this is all the quarantine food that you might be having around in your pantry. And we're all getting ready here. But here's what we're going to do. Instead of commenting on the YouTube live comments, because those are flying past us really quick, Tim actually has up right now Poll Everywhere. All right. And over by Tim, you should see a number. Now, Tim, I have a hard time
is it right
explaining.
here?
I have a hard time explaining
right-
this,
right
Tim.
here?
What do they do to text this?
Real simple. In the 2 line where you would like say I'm going to text Ronald, so I put Ronald in the 2 line, you put the number 22333. Okay? And then as part of your message, you include the numbers 186316 and then whatever your answer is. So if we are deciding on a particular food, you go 186316 and then that food. That's how you do it. Put the message to 22333, the number in the text.
You did such a better job explaining that than I could ever
I feel
do.
like I've done this a few times before.
Okay, so
All right.
here's how this is going to work. We're going to go ahead and put up the first option. It is either whether for lunch Tim and I are going to have a
Bread.
sandwich or a taco. All right. So we've
I
got
feel like I brought those out of the bag out of order here.
That's
Okay.
fine. So we've got Wonder Bread, which seemed like the best thing to be able to get. You kind of smooshed it a little bit there.
It did
Tim.
get smushed. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. All right. So either that or a taco. So go ahead and to the number 22333. Right? I said that right.
Yes.
Then include that weird number that you see over there by Tim, and then give your answer. Are we going to eat a taco just now, or are we going to be having a sandwich? And Tim's going to get some responses right there.
All right. We are waiting on the responses.
All right,
we're waiting on the responses.
Tim,
Have you ever done the Wonder Bread challenge, Ronald, while we're waiting on responses?
what's the Wonder Bread challenge?
That's when you take a slice of that stuff, you stick it in your mouth, and you try to chew it up without drinking anything.
You know what? Yesterday, my kids were running around the street in the neighborhood eating saltine crackers, and so I feel like it would be like that. Is it
It's-
harder than saltine crackers?
It is harder, yes. It's considerably harder. It can be done. I have seen it done.
Have you seen people like nope out? Like they cannot
Yes,
finish
I have seen that as well.
One
So maybe
slice.
next week we'll do that.
one slice
All right.
of this?
Yeah, one slice.
Oh,
Stuff it in
man.
your mouth, chew it up. But you
Okay.
gotta one slice. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we got? I think we've got taco. It clearly, including the emoji here, we now have taco. We're gonna
Okay.
say taco is what we're getting.
All right, taco's the winner.
Do we
I
have
think
plates?
there's a plate in there. There's a plate
Oh,
in the
there's plates
bag.
in there.
I
I'm sorry.
came
I'm sorry.
prepared. I was ready to have
He
some
was-
lunch with you, Tim, because I normally work like we share a wall, our offices, but I haven't seen you all week. So I wanted to break some bread with you, or in this case, some tacos, I guess. So here,
All right, it's
you
tacos.
get your taco out of there because I
taco.
don't want to touch it.
It's I'm about to have two.
There
Okay,
you go. Okay, fantastic. So we got that. And this is corn. So now we get to decide our protein. Our protein is either going to be.
Hold on.
Okay, you got it there?
Well, somebody just voted for a taco.
A taco. All right.
All right, hold on. We got Vienna sausages
Or chicken breast.
chicken breast.
Both can, because this is quarantine lunch. This is how you've got to eat now that we're
Yeah,
in quarantine.
Gross.
Yeah, no, so it's either going to be a chicken breast taco or a Vienna sausage taco. So here, real quick, I'm going to get some of this.
And do some more hand sanitizer, yes.
And you cleared it out. We're ready for the next one.
I
now.
am ready for the next round
Bring it
here.
on. Again, Tim, do you eat Vienna sausages?
I have never eaten those, but I have fed those to students before.
I was going to say, I only eat these if it's a bit. I'm not going to lie. Only for a game do I willingly eat Vienna sausages. But canned chicken breast, I do that.
But it should be noted that you had these in your pantry.
It's true.
Like, you can go to my pantry, and I think there might be some chicken breast in my pantry. There is not Vienna sausages in my pantry.
We're just preparing for the worst, Tim. All right, that's what it is. We're
Did
getting
you
ready.
buy those after the apocalypse started?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. There you go. Okay. All right.
Oh, we've got some answers going on.
We've got
here?
some answers. It's a close race, and I'm waiting to see how this plays out because for every sausage we get a chicken one. Which, either way, I'm sure somebody out there is thinking, oh, that's gross to eat a chicken taco. But
Well, to be fair, there's chicken in this. I don't know if it's Vienna sausage is made with chicken, beef, and pork added. I don't know what
okay,
it means
all
with
right.
pork
It's clear.
added.
We are eating Vienna sausages.
Okay, here
All
we
right.
go. All right,
Yeah.
so, and fortunately, this one is a pop top. I'm gonna try to pop it without getting the juice all over. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, nah, just get it down in there.
That's probably the most disgusting thing I've seen
Here
today.
you go, Tim. I'll let you choose your sausage out of there.
The problem is there's this
There's 6.
There's a
No,
booger
7. There's a
in
booger
there.
on there.
I don't
It's
know
the
how to
it's
describe
the
that.
preservatives. All right,
Oh, is that
I'm
what
gonna
it
put-
is?
It makes
Okay.
me feel better to say that. I don't know
Uh-huh.
what you think. So
Okay.
there's Vienna sausage taco.
I notice he's not grabbing the one that's got the booger on it.
I did not.
Yeah.
And
Can we just go with 2 to avoid the booger?
that's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay,
right now.
all right,
All right.
cool.
So there's
Let's
the
do
Vienna
that.
sausages.
All right, get some more hand sanitizer
We
because
need
the
it.
last thing I want is my hands to smell like these things.
All
Okay.
right, now to make it a taco, we need to have some veggies. All right, we need
Okay, hold
to
on.
work on our best kind of vegetables here. I'm just gonna. That's going away.
Okay, hold on.
Veggies are either gonna be. What do we got here?
We got mixed vegetables
The worst.
or mushrooms.
I would much rather have the mushrooms on my Vienna sausage taco than the mixed vegetables. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and the reason why, and this is, believe it or not, the real reason why, is that one of these has a pop top and the other one doesn't, right?
You're right. So
I mean, we have a can opener,
we did come prepared for the apocalypse.
but yeah, we've got more than one actually. But
yeah, no, we're good.
we didn't want. I mean, you don't want to open the can.
Yeah, so you don't want to open the can if you can't have to. If you don't have to. So then, are we going to have with our Vienna sausage tacos? Are we gonna have mushrooms or are we gonna have mixed vegetables?
Mixed vegetables or mushrooms. Mixed vegetables or mushrooms.
I will
the
tell you,
answers
Tim.
are rolling in.
Our family spared no expense. These are mushroom pieces and stems. I don't know
Ooh.
if there is.
Can we eat that? Is that? I mean, I don't know.
No, we actually cooked up mushrooms today at our house, like for real mushrooms. No, well, these are for real mushrooms, but we cooked up. They came in a different package than this. We cooked them at our house.
So
today.
I would like to point out that right now the answer is unanimous, Ronald.
Oh no!
Yes.
Are we saving the can opener?
We are saving the can opener.
Okay.
We did have some mixed veggies vote at the end there, but in the end,
It's really far
yeah,
and away
it's
mushrooms.
mushrooms. It is mushrooms. Yes.
Okay. Oh, wow, this pop top is actually not convenient at all. Okay.
Okay.
Well, there we go. All right, we got this going on.
Hold on,
here.
hold on,
Poll
hold on.
says
I'm
it
on top of
reaches
it here.
max.
Yeah.
What-
So when the poll is saying it reaches max, when it does that, that's when we get our answer and we close it out. All right, so that's how that's working out. See, you guys are even saying mixed veggies, but nope. Even no mushrooms. Oh yeah, there's far and away mushrooms are winning this thing.
Okay. Just want it noted. I put mushrooms on this.
All right, I am noting it. I also wanted to note, Tim, that I'm not making you do this without me. I'm doing it with you. See, students, here's the deal. We want to hang out with you, but also we want you to play these games. All right, there we go. All right,
Okay.
so the next one.
Last one, right?
Yeah, last one.
Okay.
So we got to have something to go on top of it, and I was thinking like we need something else to happen. So we either have Nutella. I was really hoping for sandwich. I'm not gonna lie, Nutella or Jif peanut butter. All right. So is it gonna have Nutella on it, or is it going to have peanut butter? Taking into account that we currently have Vienna sausages and mushrooms on our taco, what are we going to top this thing off with? All right. Is it going to be here? Is it going to be the Nutella, or is it going to be peanut butter? Now you tell me this in the YouTube comments. Do you prefer smooth peanut butter or crunchy peanut butter?
There's only one right answer here.
Because you're either a monster or you're not. All right.
Right.
I think my parents bought me crunchy peanut butter when I was a kid to punish us. I really think that was what they were doing.
Crunchy peanut butter is the wrong answer, in case there was any question about that. And I love peanut butter.
You do.
And I've
was
been
thinking
told,
of you when I got peanut butter.
Yes, and Barbara has told me that my love language is peanuts, and so I love peanuts, but crunchy peanuts, no, not
This
a good
is
idea.
not happening,
Not
so-
crunchy peanut butter, that is. Okay, I think we have an answer here.
Uh-oh. Okay. What's it going to be?
Looks like we're gonna do a little Nutella here.
I always wanted some hazelnut to go with my Vienna
Hazelnut.
sausages. Oh boy.
Are you stealing his peanut butter, Cameron?
That's my quarantine peanut butter.
Yeah.
Cameron just stole our peanut butter.
Okay, hold on.
My
No.
family needs that, Cameron.
I don't love Nutella on its own, much less
Period.
with this. So I'm just gonna have at it here.
All right. When you're done.
There you go.
There you go. There we are. All right. We are making sure that we have lots of this going on here. So Nutella, a little chocolate to go with our Vienna sausage and our mushrooms. There we go. All right. We got that good, taken care of over there. Fantastic.
No peanut allergies in the room.
Nope, we're good. Yeah,
I don't
we're
think
set
we
up.
have any peanut allergies.
You know what? I think I could handle a sausage taco at some point, but I don't know about the Vienna sausage and the Nutella. So, ready for this? Oh, I just dripped. Okay, that's disgusting.
I hope you can see this.
That's
I hope
gross.
you can see
Okay.
this. All right, here we go.
3,
Here we go.
2, 1. That's not the worst thing I've ever had.
That's
in my
not
life.
the worst thing I've ever had in my life
It
either.
is
But
terrible.
it's on the short list.
Yeah, it's bad. Okay, thanks for that.
Oh, okay. Woo! All right.
My word.
Well, hey, now that we finished quarantine lunch,
Mm-hmm.
and by finished I mean we're not going to eat the rest. How do you feel about doing some memes?
I would like. Hey, Tim, I fixed it for you. Now it says quarant memes.
Thank you. Cameron and I are very pleased
Not
with that.
quarant memes. All right, so quarant memes.
Now, look, I've got a series of quarant memes if you want them, or this came from a meme. We can do what is called social distancing pickup lines. Now, this came from a meme, but it will be the only thing we do if we do that. So do you want to do the quarant memes like I've got a bunch, or would you like to do the social distancing pickup lines?
Pickup lines!
Oh.
Okay, we've got a strong vote for pickup lines. So here we go. We're going to do this.
The only vote that.
Here we go.
All right.
All right. A little more hand sanitizer. I feel like I need to rub it in my mouth after that. Since all the public libraries are closed, I'm checking you out instead. Okay, these are social distancing pickup lines.
You will continue to social distance with these pickup lines.
That's a good way to assure that. Yeah, here we go.
Ugh.
You can't spell virus without I and you. I messed that up. Without you and I.
Without you.
Without you and I. Either way it works, yeah. You can't spell... I think I got some mushroom in my
No,
teeth.
it lingers.
That was not a social distancing pickup line.
No,
All right,
man.
here we go. Next one. Social distancing pickup line. Baby, do you need toilet paper? Because I can be your Prince Charming.
Prince Charming. All right.
Okay, next social distancing pickup line. Here we go. I saw you from across the room. Stay there.
Please don't come over to my side of the room. I need my social distance. Thank you.
All right, here we go. Social distancing pickup lines. Without you in my life, or excuse me, without you, my life is as empty as a supermarket shelf.
I went shopping for some of this stuff. The supermarket shelves are quite empty.
Still got a mushroom in my teeth. All right.
Oh gosh.
Social distancing pickup lines. Hey, babe. You can't spell quarantine without U-R-A-Q-T.
You tried that on your wife, didn't you?
Not yet,
Okay.
but I'll try it later. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Should I try it right now? Okay. Last but not least, and I don't understand this one. This is the last one on the list. I really can't stay.
I don't get it!
All right.
It's because you're quarantining. Okay, no, here's the deal. Real quick, we missed this earlier. We want to make sure we get to this. We have food, all right, and we've got food. We're playing around. I've got some stuff in my pantry. Hey, you might have things in your pantry, but what we want to do is we want to highlight one of our ministries that Wayside Chapel is really working with here right now, and that is SAM Ministries, the homeless ministries here in San Antonio. Tim, you've done stuff with SAM
Several
Ministries.
times, yes.
The high school ministry's done a lot.
Very,
over there.
very number of times, yeah.
So we want to highlight them just here for a little bit. In fact, what they are doing, if you go to this website that we've got right here, samm.org/give/COVID-19. I actually remembered it.
Wow,
Yeah, I'm
that's
proud.
impressive. We practiced it.
We did. And so go to this website. You'll see that you can have an option to give. And the first option that you can give is to give to students who don't have a chance to eat right now because they're not in school.
Right. So you can be part of providing lunch for some folks that aren't getting lunch otherwise, and you can give to SAM Ministry as they're doing great things for students.
Yeah, and so your life is maybe a little disrupted right now because you're not with your friends and everything like that, but think about the kids who, because they're not going to school, they're not eating right now. And so we want to really highlight SAM Ministries, and if you have the funds within you, if this is something that you've got and maybe you saved up for, this is a great ministry that you can have and something that you can be a part of. So check out that, please, at the end of the video. Make sure that you give to SAM Ministry.
Help some folks out.
Hey, and we're going to take this moment here to transition over to Cameron. Cameron's going to come not just from the the middle, but he's actually going to come and lead us into devotion. So come on, Cam.
I can come from the normal side.
Hey, I'm going to take my Nutella and my mushrooms.
Take those
Thank
gross
you very
things
much.
away from me, please.
Okay.
So, I'm going to get in the chair first. Wow. So, I had a lot of different things that I plan to do in the spring and summer.
And I imagine you probably the same, right? So school events, plays, sports competitions, graduations, mission trips, vacations. But now, if all of those plans, if not most of them, have suddenly disappeared. And I've got to be honest with you, this experience has been strange to me. Never before in my life have so many of my plans been canceled by something way outside of my control. And I don't know about you, but I really like to be in control. But what this global pandemic has done to me, and pretty much everybody else on the planet, is to show me that I am not in control. In other words, what this tiny microscopic virus has really done is force our eyes open to the reality that we are not in control. Like for so long, we've lived under an illusion that we have control, that our plans determine our destiny. But in reality, a microbe that's not much bigger than 100 nanometers in diameter can completely turn the world upside down and our best laid plans along with it. So this is actually a topic that James, the half-brother of Jesus, addresses in his letter. We find that in the New Testament. So I want to read a couple of verses from James chapter 4, beginning in verse 13. It says this, "Come now, you who say, 'Today or tomorrow we will go to such and such a city and spend a year there and engage in business and make a profit. Yet you do not know what your life will be like tomorrow. You are just a vapor that appears for a little while and then vanishes away. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wills, we will live and also do this or that. But as it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil. Therefore, to the one who knows the right thing to do and does not do it, to him it is sin.'" So, James has some harsh words for those of us who make future plans, but I want you to notice that James isn't saying that we shouldn't make plans, right? God isn't pro-laziness, right? You know, the book of Proverbs says, "Go to the ant, O sluggard, observe her ways and be wise, which having no chief officer or ruler prepares her food in the summer and gathers her provision in the harvest." So the Bible isn't anti-planning, right? The problem is not the plans themselves, it's the heart that makes them. So James is saying that there is a way of making plans that is arrogant. So you say, "Cameron, how do I know if I've made plans with an arrogant heart?" Well, I'm glad you asked. Here are two ways you can tell if you've made plans with an arrogant heart. Firstly, if you have failed to see yourself rightly, right? So yesterday, I got a call from my Uncle Joe on the phone. He was just calling to check up on us, and he said, "Hey, Cam, I know that you and your family have been going through a lot these past couple of months, and I wanted to see how you were doing." And I told him, Uncle Joe, I remember being an 18-year-old. I remember how careless I was, how I thought I was invincible, but in the last 6 months, I got hit by a car that left me with a lifelong back injury. My brother-in-law took his own life, and now our lives have been totally flipped upside down by COVID-19. And 18 years old was 10 years ago for me. And honestly, now I don't feel invincible. I feel vulnerable, and I know that things don't always go according to plan. And Uncle Joe said back to me, Cam, I think that's something that we all go through when we're younger. When we're young, we all act like we're 10 feet tall and bulletproof, but eventually we learn that we're not. And that's so true. James in these verses compares our lives to a vapor that is here for one moment and then gone the next. Our lives are short and we are so much more fragile than we realize. So, maybe our plans will come true, but also maybe not. When we make plans with an arrogant heart, we fail to realize just how temporary we are, and we forget to recognize what the universe is actually about. And speaking of what the universe is actually about, the second way that you can tell if you've made plans with an arrogant heart is if you fail to see God rightly. So I read an interesting article a couple of days ago published by the University of Copenhagen that was talking about the rapid increase of Google searches for prayer in the last month. They found that for every 80,000 new registered cases of COVID-19, the intensity of internet searches for prayer doubles. So they said, the rise in prayer intensity supersedes what the world has seen in years. It is highly likely that the rise in prayer intensity will continue in the coming weeks and days. So I bring that up to make this point. As we are forced to face the reality that we are not in control, suddenly human beings begin to search for answers and hope from somebody beyond themselves. You see, when we make plans with an arrogant heart, we fail to see that God is actually the one who directs the future. He is in control, and we are not. So James concludes his thought saying, therefore to the one who knows the right thing to do and does not do it, to him it is sin. And honestly, like, this part never made sense to me. Like, I thought that phrase wasn't really connected to the part talking about the arrogant heart. It's like he was saying, your life is a vapor, and by the way, if you know the right thing to do but don't do it, shame on you. Those were, like, it didn't make sense to me. They didn't seem to go together. But I think now I understand where he was going with it. And let me say it this way. How many times have you made the excuse, I just don't have time to do that? Because honestly, that's the excuse that I hear mostly. It's the most common excuse that I hear people make when they say, I can't participate in something I know I should do. I'm just too busy. Right? So, hey, why don't you read God's word more? Because I don't have time. Well, why? I have homework. Or hey, why don't you participate in your Reverb community on Wednesday night? Can't. Why not? I have to practice the violin. Or hey, why don't you respect your parents? Because they don't understand. Don't understand what? They don't understand what I want for myself in my future. Do you see what all of those excuses have in common? Behind each of those excuses is your plan for the future. And by the way, it's not wrong to do your homework. It isn't wrong to pursue excellence in music. It's not wrong for you to have hopes and dreams. But if you use your plans as an excuse, if you say, I can't do the right thing now because I have more important things to plan in my future, you need to know that's sinful. James is saying, how dare you say to God, I don't have time for you right now. You don't even know what the future holds. How can you say to God you don't have time for him right now? So hear me, James is not saying that God doesn't have a plan for your future. And he's not even saying that you yourself shouldn't plan for your future. But he is saying that you need to consider God's will in your future plans. And by the way, here's another common question that I hear all the time. How do I know what God's will for my life is? Does he want me to go to A&M or UT? Tim, what do you think? Where should they go? Whoop, the A&M. Should I date this person or not date this person? Listen, let me tell you what God's will for your life is. I know this is a crazy thing for me to say. God's will for your life is to do right now the good thing that he's called you to do. That is to be obedient to him right now in this moment. And as you're being obedient, trust that he will guide your steps along the way. One of the pastors that's inspired me to this day says it this way: excel at the revealed things. The things that he has revealed to you, excel in them. So we want to give you a couple of times in this moment to reflect on the thoughts that have just come out of my face and into your face, hopefully. So what we're going to do is to put up on a screen an exercise that I want you to do really quickly with me. So the first thing that you need to do is grab 2 pieces of paper and a pen or a pencil. And then write down a list of your plans, hopes, dreams that have been canceled or postponed or put on hold due to COVID-19. And then I want you to release them to God in prayer, saying, I trust your plans more than my own. So take a second and do that right now. Doing that. There's a second part of this that I want you to do later tonight after your groups. And I'm going to put those up on the screen. We'll post these on Instagram later. But I want you to have it in your mind now while you're thinking about those other things. So after your groups tonight, what I want you to do is to set aside that paper with your plans. Literally, take them, set them aside, and grab the other paper and prayerfully consider what good things God has placed before you to obey today, right? And so after your time in groups, write those things down, and then consider, is it possible that God has a greater plan for your life, present or future, than you do? And my question to you is, are you willing to trust him? And if you are, commit to doing those good things he's called you to do right now. Don't wait. So I'm going to go ahead and close this in prayer. Our Father in heaven, God, we thank you for this time when we can come together and just be funny together and silly and enjoy each other's company digitally. But Lord, we also thank you for your word. God, we thank you that it gives us wisdom for our lives, even in crazy times like these. So Father, while we know that our plans, they can change, that our plans aren't always what happens, God, we know that your good plan happens. And God, we pray in this moment that you would help to show us the things that we need to do in our lives right now. Not worrying about the future, but to trust you, God, and to do the things you've called us to right now. God, we love you, and we trust you with this time. We pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. So, guys, we've had a great time with you, but before we go anywhere, I'm inviting Tim and Ronald to come back and hang out with me.
Hey, real quick, just a couple of kind of quick announcements. Number one, we want leaders, if you haven't already, please, please, please send us your Zoom links because we want to see your groups.
We get sad when you don't invite us.
We do. We feel left out, basically. Second thing is, take a picture right now wherever you are. Hashtag it on social media. I lost my mind there.
Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty
Quarantine
certain
brain!
we all have quarantine brain. It has been quite evident all afternoon and this evening as well. We have quarantine brain. Take a picture wherever you are. Barb is doing it right now. Hashtag it, best night of your quarantine.
Right
Post
here.
it on social
Whoa,
media.
Ronald.
Send it to
Best
us. We miss you. We want to see you.
So much. We miss you. Best night of your quarantine. That's what you do. This hashtag right here. I think I even spelled it all right.
Well done, Ron.
Should do this.
All
All
right.
right, make
He
this happen.
can't spell, so that's impressive.
No.
Hey,
can't.
while we're signing off, your leaders are hopping into their groups right now, but we wanted to, as Tim promised, why don't you tell them, Tim? It was your promise.
We have some COVIDs for you, some funny stuff, because people are doing crazy things this time of year because they're not being able to do their normal jobs. So check out these videos, and we will see you soon. Take care.
Bye.
Here's your check whenever you're ready.
I'm actually ready now. I'm in kind of a hurry. Thank you.
We don't take cash.
That's right. I forgot. My bad. Let's see how much it is. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that should cover it. And then I've got your tip right here. Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Now it's all about the asparagus. Courtney's got the angle. She's got the pan. It's out of here! Asparagus and potatoes! Asparagus and potatoes!
Here they come. They've completed lap number 5. You got Lexi in the lead. Louie tried to track her down. Here's Louie to the inside. He'll back away. Oh, Millie gets in the way. They make contact.
Crossroad dash, light turns to red. We wait for the beats. There they are now then. JD Sportsman, he's got a decent start. Leggings on the outside. Oh, JD Sportsman's been distracted over the shoulder, and Leggings is going to get there. Oh, she does it again.
What are you doing?
I got the last toilet paper! I did it!
I already bought some.
You already bought some! Give me a hand sanitizer!
What do you have the baby hands on?
I wore this on my finger so I didn't get any germs.